Okay, and we're back. Second video for today. So I know I rave about Milkhouse candles all the time. So I picked up, this is almost the full collection of the winter limited edition. I skipped out on one of them just because they are relatively pricey. But the look of these, I wanted to let you know, is like so pretty, and these will be great teacher gifts for my son's teachers, with the exception of one that I cannot part with. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first one is Mary Berry Spice, and all of these jars have like this sort of frosted glitter. They are so pretty. And then they've also got a cute little label on top, if you can see it. Now I wanted to mention these are $35, but I believe Milkhouse has some kind of sale going on right now. I'm not sure specifically what it is, but they do offer promotions throughout the year. And when I ordered these, it was right after Thanksgiving, and they were doing like a month of giving thanks. And I did pick up a free candle from them when I made this purchase. So just keep that in mind. I know it's a heavy price point, but the deals are available. Anyway, Mary Berry Spice, the top note is bergamot, orange, the heart note is cinnamon and mulberry, and the base note, sweet vanilla and tonka. And this is definitely a fruity fragrance. These are 2-wick. I don't love berry so much around the holiday, but I do like this. I'm getting heavy on the mulberry, not so much on vanilla, but I am getting a touch of cinnamon and the orange in there. All in all, if you are a fruity person for the holidays, this is a lovely scent. So I would recommend, but not my favorite of the 3. Next up, we've got Frosted Evergreen, again with the green and a pretty sort of lid on top. Frosted Evergreen. Top note is eucalyptus and frost. Heart note is berry, balsam fir. And the base note is amber and cedarwood. I love this. It's pine, but there's something else. Like, it's not just pine. And maybe it's that berry I'm getting, and maybe a very, very little bit of hint of that amber on the sort of at the end. It's pine, but it's a very warm and very fresh. I love it. I will say this is not, when it comes to pine, I'm sort of a purist. I want just pine. But pine with a little something different. This is really cool. And like, come on, look at that. Not just my nails. Look at that. That is so pretty. Okay. And then last for the winter collection, the white cocoa pine. It's pretty here. And then these lids don't really go on so good, I will admit. And the notes on this one, the top note is balsam and thyme. Heart note is pine and white cocoa, and the base note is vanilla, sugar, and woods. And I'm just letting you know, this is my favorite fragrance that I've purchased the entire Christmas season. It is just so good. I don't know why or what's in here. It is so good. You get pine, but very, very little. It's that white cocoa that's coming through with it. And when I read the label, I was like, white cocoa and pine, that sounds crazy. There's no way I'm gonna like that. It's just beautiful. It just works so well together. So obviously this is the one I'm not going to part with. Like I mentioned in the Kringle video I posted earlier, these kinds of candles are ones that I like because the Christmas season I feel is so limited when it comes to burn time. Like November, I'm still liking fall fragrance. So you really only have a month to burn your candles. But this is one I will keep, and I will burn, you know, when I'm missing Christmas a little bit, maybe in like June or July, I'll bust this one out just to, you know, have a little Christmas in July moment. Or through the winter at some point when, you know, the days are getting long and boring and I'm stuck inside and it's cold. So anyway, I did mention that these Milkhouse candles tend to come at a little higher of a price point. So a good option if you're not sure if you're gonna like something or not is to buy sort of the wax melts to go in your tart burner, or that's what we called it back in the 90s, tart burner, or whatever mechanism you have to do that. So I did pick up mulled cider and woodland frost. I love a cider fragrance for the winter. And this one is beautiful and perfect. It's just apple and cinnamon done in the right way, you know? Sometimes apple and cinnamon can get a little bit, you know, I guess the word is department store, like, you know, apple cinnamon, it's a little generic, but this is done right and it's delicious. Lastly, we've got Woodland Frost. And this is sort of got that, that cashmere kind of smell. Well, it's just a cozy fragrance and I do really like it. So I'll let you know what I think of these. I did use one of the mulled cider and it was fabulous, but they always seem to fill up a room if you've got a large space and, you know, want to use one of these. Or I like to use these like in my bathrooms and stuff like that. So that's what I've got for Milkhouse. I can't say enough good things about all of the Milkhouse candles that I've bought this year. Every single one has been lovely. I don't think I've gotten one that I disliked. And they burn so clean. There's no soot. Even if you leave them lit for like, you know, a couple of hours. I find that with my Goose Creek and Bath & Body Works, sometimes that tends to happen. But not with these. They burn evenly, they burn cleanly, and they last a really long time. So if you're scared of that $35 price point, know that Yankee candles are the same, and this is a much better deal. So that's all I've got to say about that. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.